Hi guys, my name is Mark Radford. I am from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I want to welcome you to our channel called The Boogie Burger Way. I am a food and beverage entrepreneur who's been in the industry approximately 20 years in various forms, from catering to concessions to quick service restaurants, the latest of which behind me here was our concept, which ran from 2007 through 2017 here in Indy. We are currently, I would not say retired from the business as much as maybe a better word is taking a break or on hiatus. Um, but the channel is something that I always wanted to put together. I am a big fan of small business and food and beverage businesses in particular. I am fascinated by them. I love to hear the stories behind the concepts and the ideas. So this is one of the reasons that we are here. It is also, it was designed to kind of be a piggyback on a project that we did back in 2015. We wrote a book called Restaurant Winners. It was more or less our journey and experience in the industry, the ups and downs, the ins and outs, some things to avoid. For those of you who are thinking about getting into the business, this is now a perfect time to consider that. I know that the sky is falling, or the sky has fallen, but ladies and gentlemen, there are going to be terrific opportunities in the coming months for you if that's something that you want to get into. For my fellow operators, hang in there. I know you're going through a lot. However, if you have a great reputation, if you have put down roots in your community, you will do fine. For those of you who maybe are on shakier ground, this is the time to make some decisions, and perhaps the best time now is to shut your doors and come back and fight another day. There's no shame in that. Okay? Why is everybody talking about restaurants in the news when we have these economic discussions? Every other word you hear is restaurants, right? And there's a couple reasons for that, of course. We know the restaurant is the quintessential mom and pop Main Street business, right? Restaurants are beloved places in our communities. They create jobs for all types of people from all ages and all backgrounds. They improve neighborhoods, they revive real estate, and they also give the identity and the culture to a city and to a neighborhood. But let's talk about the other side of that. Restaurants generate a huge amount of revenue, okay? An obscene amount of money is made in the food and beverage industry. And as an example, so here in Marion County, Indiana, we pay 9% food and beverage and sales and use tax and food and beverage tax on food and drink when you go out. If we were to take an average figure of a place that, let's say, did $50,000 a month in sales, 9% of that would be $4,500. That amount is sent downtown either once a month or quarterly to the State Department of Revenue. And that's a conservative amount. If we're looking at fast food restaurants, high-end chains, if we're looking at occasional mom and pop caterers, but if we put all that together, everybody sends 9% of what they make downtown. If we take that number of 50 grand a month, right? 9%, $4,500 average. And that's probably low again. If we multiply that by approximately 2,000 restaurants or so that are in Indy, that's roughly $9 million a month that is sent into the state's coffers. Huge amount of money. I went a little bit further and did some research, okay? The National Restaurant Association, restaurant.org. So looking a little deeper into the state of Indiana, we have approximately 12,000 restaurants generating almost $13 billion a year in sales, employing over 300,000 persons and growing. Huge amounts of money. But let's take a look at some other places. Let's look at the coasts. New York State, 50,000 eating and drinking places, generating $51.6 billion in revenue and employing 865,000 persons. And it gets better. California, these are 2018 numbers. California has approximately 76,200 restaurants, employing nearly 2 million people and generating nearly $100 billion in revenue. So again, folks, a huge amount of money in the food and beverage business. So yes, of course, we want those places open and active, because literally everybody eats off the restaurant and at a restaurant. It sounds cliche because it is cliche, but yes, people must eat. Everybody's got to eat. And many of us do, of course, do this for the love. But if people are being completely honest with themselves, you're doing this for the money, okay? Because there are a lot easier ways to make money. This is one of the most difficult, if not the most difficult business to be in. But we are here to talk about that some more and how it doesn't necessarily have to be as difficult. Now, back to the bad news again. Now, while there will be a lot of casualties from this business, there will be opportunities. There will be great deals on leases. There will be great locations that come up. There will be great deals on equipment. Hopefully there will be a good labor pool to select from as things move on. The last couple years, to me, have been kind of fragile for the restaurant business. I would say, in my opinion, the golden era was maybe 2005 to maybe 2015 or so, maybe 2006 to 2016. This is when, and I know that was around recession time on the latter half of that, but this is a time that a lot of independent places opened. There was kind of a revival or a renaissance in a lot of cities of their local food scene. What happened in really the last couple of years, the economy booming, a lot of people who worked in the industry, rents became expensive for a lot of local operators. People who maybe pursued careers elsewhere did not want to back of house folks know Boogie Burger is back.